we've got the Atlanta Hawks and the Portland Trail Blazers. Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports as we get set to bring you some terrific NBA action. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan.
Out of this world. Sharp is so quick into the air, and then he just hangs forever. Able to do things most others can't.
Knocks down the three ball. And Stan, it seems like the key matchup tonight is down inside in the paint.
Oh yeah, Kevin. Expect this one to be really physical. If either team backs down, they can just get run over tonight, but I don't expect that to happen. It's going to be a slugfest.
We love those kind of games. They're a lot of fun.
You aren't kidding.
Johnson the screen, and it's good for two.
Nice job capitalizing down there. Young good at probing inside and finding some space.
Pass to Grant. Johnson with the defensive effort.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Simons from outside. And the three ball is good.
Oh, that's a terrific pass. Ayton with the advanced skill level, he's just going to get better with time.
In his first 3 seasons in the NBA, Stan, Anthony Simons only started 5 games. Now he is out there a lot and getting starts.
Well, look, Kevin, he played under Damian Lillard. Not a bad role model for Anthony Simons. Another 6'3" guard with explosive scoring capability.
Grant surveying the D. Simons on the wing. No good on that one. Oh, he really broke up that transition opportunity. Looks like it'll be a transition take foul.
Personal foul.
And Reza Shea, the prototypical size and skill for a wingman.
Yeah, he's got some jelly to his game. Handle, touch. At his size, that becomes very tough to contain.
First quarter of ball, almost 2.5 minutes in. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feed.
Timeout.
Young's got 6.
And that corner three isn't a huge part of Young's game, but his accuracy can make it work.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's made the decision. He wants to huddle up with his guys. For the Trailblazers, it's been a slow start here, trailing by 4. Outside, Simons. It's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
Well, when you are the aggressor this early, it is intimidating.
And giving up some inches inside, but makes up for it with an aggressive style.
Yeah, you got to love that kind of effort. Getting in there and fighting through the defense.
And let's head over to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Kevin, Anthony Simons came into the NBA at age 19, and he's paid his dues, working his way up from the end of the bench to a starring role. Coach Chauncey Billups says he just believes he's one of the best players in the NBA, and confidence is a big thing. Well, Kevin, he's certainly earned it. Back to you.
I would totally agree with you, D.A. Thank you so much. Grant, that's good.
And how about the physicality from Grant, not allowing the close defense to keep him from his shot?
Greg, since making it to the Eastern Conference Finals in 2021, the Atlanta Hawks haven't been that good.
And it was hard to tell if that was a Cinderella run at the time, but Kevin, looking like that might have been the outlier. The Hawks took some risks to get back there, but it just hasn't worked.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
You know, Stan, the Blazers started the rebuild process with the big Dame Lillard trade to Milwaukee.
Kevin, it takes guts for a GM to make a move like that, and it didn't go well early on. But they've got to trust the process and stick with the plan that they made.
A wide open look here for Okongwu. Drains the three-pointer.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him to clean.
Oh, wow, what a great move inside.
That is incredible.
Oh, forget about going for the long-range bomb to cut into that lead. Just take it to the hoop, my friend.
And how? Brilliant throwdown. Back to Avdia. Pass to Sharp. Trailblazers moving the ball around. 2 points. That one goes.
And get your best scorers, high percentage looks, offensive strategy 101. Grant delivering.
Here's Young. 8 points for him. Riza with it from outside the arc. Paxton coming off the assist from Young.
Just reliable, guys. He's just always trying to make the right play.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. From beyond the arc,
The Hawks, 23.
and for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for Atlanta.
Well, the thing about hitting early threes, it spaces the floor and makes things a lot easier offensively.
And each season, GA, it seems like Anthony Simons is given more and more responsibility.
And you can understand why. He's proven to be a versatile scorer, and now we are seeing him take the next step with his playmaking.
Man can't hit. Trailblazers trailed by 6. Pass to Sharp. Back to Grant. 3-pointer. Can't hit that one. Now here's LeVert. On the wing, Mann. Trains it from beyond the arc. Mann's got the lead up to 9 now for the Hawks.
Well, it's a three-point shooting league. Guys like him are so important for spacing.
Quick off the floor, has that long reach. Capella there with the intimidation.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Pass to Ayton. And here is Grant. Knocked loose. Sharp on the wing. And Simons has it in the corner. Clock at 6. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. No good from Grant. Atlanta leading by 12. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. The shot's good from Simons.
Yeah, way back when I started coaching, you never wanted a three-pointer on a fast break. Now, it's the shot teams are looking for.
Back to Niang. Screen by Capella. Pass to Krejci. The Hawks need to get off a shot here. Drops in the tray. LeVert's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. Greg, you've been a part of some great contending teams over the years, but what's it like being on a team at the bottom of the standings with not a lot of hope for the regular season?
Well, Kevin, no one likes losing, but it can certainly take a toll, but it can also allow you to play more freely when you know you're bad and you're not having to deal with the pressure of expectation.
Here's Simons. Here's Ayton. Rebound, Atlanta. Pass to Niang. Back to Mann. Here's Niang. Fires the three. Here's LeVert. Rebounded by DeAndre Ayton. Trailblazers trailed by 10. Here's Grant. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal.
Stan on the floor tonight. One of the best two-way players in the game, Jeremy Grant.
Yeah, Kevin, look. He's become a knockdown three-point shooter, but he also does a great job of putting the ball on the floor, attacking the basket, and getting to the free throw line. He puts a lot of pressure on the defense.
And we've got a timeout called by Chauncey Billups. He wants to talk to his guys. Atlanta making a switch here.
Great work. Way to go, everybody. Let's hear it for you.
And he sinks the second. Portland had, Greg, one of the great guard combinations in Clyde Drexler and Terry Porter.
Man, that was one heck of a backcourt, and they really complemented each other so well. Drexler with his explosive scoring ability, and Porter who could just do a little bit of everything.
And the basket by Krejci.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Henderson left side. And it's Grant in the corner. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Grant's got 8 points.
And I love Grant's mindset. Readies himself to shoot as soon as he touches the ball.
Matthews, no one around him. That's good. And it's LeVert with the assist. Matthews has got the lead up to 12 now for the Hawks. And the dunk by Grant.
And look at the hops on Grant, lifting off for a slam before the D can contain it.
And Scoot Henderson picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
There's 57 seconds left here in the second. LeVert with it. He's picked up by Walker. Now Niang hasn't made one yet. 6 on the shot clock. Buffkin, no good. And so it's Williams who brings it up for the Trailblazers. It's a 10-point game. And the dunk by Grant.
Yeah, well, a lot of people will say Grant's a glue guy, but I tell you, he doesn't need any glue tonight. He is doing this all by himself.
Nance, no good. It's Williams, high post. And Williams slams it in.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
And Nance slams it in.
Putting that pass right in his stride. Didn't have to slow up and was able to complete the play.
For 3, Henderson. And so it's Atlanta in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're feeling very confident, shooting the ball with great efficiency and dictating the pace. Back to the action in just a minute. And for those of you just tuning in, thanks for being with us. The second half of this game still to play. Trailblazers trailed by 8. It's tipped. It's stolen by Nance. Pass to Niang. Out to Nance. LeVert in the corner. No good from outside. The Trailblazers on offense. Here's Henderson. High arcing shot. Rebound by the Hawks. They've held a 12-point lead earlier. It's Matthews on the wing. Out to Nance. Three-pointer. Hits it from three-point range. Nance has got 5 now.
And looking confident. When Nance can hit the jump shot, this offense becomes much more dynamic.
And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. He's going to have a discussion here on the sideline. Atlanta making a switch here.
Round of applause for your Blazer dancer.
And for those of you turning in, we're about a minute into the second half. And this past offseason, Stan, was pivotal for the Atlanta Hawks.
Yeah, they've been at a crossroads, Kevin, every offseason since their Eastern Conference Finals run in 2021. But after missing out on the playoffs last season, changes seemed inevitable.
Pass to Gay. Here's Bufkin. Now LeVert. Shot clock at 5. To the paint. Here's Gay. Second shot opportunity. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Avdia.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
Outside, Simons. Lays it up off the glass. 14 points for him. And we're just around 2 minutes into the final half of play now. Here's LeVert. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. And the Hawks lead by 11.
That's just the case of LeVert wanting it more. The wing playing put some heart there, taking those 2 points.
And didn't do anything fancy there, but didn't need to.
Nope, his only concern right now is getting the points on the board. And I don't mean style points. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Kevin, the Blazers are in the midst of a rebuild. Coach Chauncey Billups said it's been a tough couple of years. I'm just here every day grinding through it, helping my guys the best I can. I'm ready for that challenge and that pressure to go out and compete with these best teams. In the NBA, Kevin, this sort of thing takes time.
A lot of time, but the West is tough, David. Thank you. They double him with Matthews.
2 minutes remaining in the third.
Back to Thibault. There's the triple. Gay with the rebound. Atlanta leading by 13. 3 from Matthews. Another 3 for Atlanta. And we're seeing some big paydays for NBA head coaches these days, Stan. Do you miss it?
Do I miss the paychecks, Kevin?
Yeah.
Payday was always really good in the NBA. No question about that.
What about
but
now, though? What about now?
Well, it's gone through the roof. But look, the trade-off is the paydays are big, but there's not a great deal of job security, Kevin.
Gay. Another 3 for Atlanta.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
Pass to Niang. Screen by Niang. Here's Bufkin. Covered by Simons. Down low. Here's Gay. No good on the triple. Trailblazers trailed by 17. Simons on the wing. There's 3-pointers off the mark. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Niang. Offline with his three. Simons surveying the D. Here's Ayton. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
And the size, the wingspan, and the athleticism Ayton has is huge. Very strong at rebounding.
Free throw no good for Ayton. To the middle. Here's Niang. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. And the Hawks lead by 17.
Great touch there. It's just so tough to defend a floater like that.
And here at the end of the third quarter, it's a double-digit ball game.
42. The Hawks, 59.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And so it's Young who brings it up for Atlanta. Kicks it out to Johnson. And it's off from three-point range. Trailblazers trail by 17. Sharp cans it from downtown.
And nice work on the perimeter. Defenses must respect Sharp's range.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. That one on 8. And with this era of the Atlanta Hawks, Greg, they've gone as far as their defense has let them.
You look back at their conference finals run in 21, that was the last time they had a top 10 defense. So scoring's never been the issue with this core, but defense has been non-existent.
And he placed that pass out in front of him and let him just run into it in rhythm.
And Young, here we go. Rebound by the Trailblazers. A shot by Sharp. Nobody around. From outside, off the mark. The Hawks leading by 14. And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharp. That is his first foul of the game. Young outside. Atlanta again missing. A little over a minute of the fourth quarter gone right now. And it's Simons off the drive. Loads of expectations come with going number 1 overall, Stan. We all know that. Just ask DeAndre Ayton.
Yeah, Kevin, I think he's become one of the more underrated players in this league. He was the top pick in 2018. People will always measure him against that standard. But look, he's averaged a double-double every season in the league. It's not easy to be that consistent.
Trailblazers trailed by 12. Ayton a screen. Abdi on the wing. And it's out of bounds to Portland. They'll retain possession. And so Chauncey Billups calls for the timeout. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. Making a change here. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Guys, during that last break, I listened to Chauncey Billups talk to his team. Now, he wants them to stay focused on teamwork out there. He said, let's keep communicating, keep talking. We've got to help each other out there. Coach thinks that team effort is what's needed here. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Got a piece of it. Left side, Williams. Inside. Pass to Murray. To the inside. Grant outside. Johnson with the rebound. The Hawks leading by 12. Over to the wing. Good ball movement here by the Hawks. The kick out to Young. Pass to Rizachet. Just 4 to shoot. 16 feet away. Young, good.
Assist from
10 points for Trae Young.
And we tend to focus on the outside shooting with Young, but his in-between game is just as lethal.
Here's Grant, and a missed layup. And Atlanta has possession. Earlier in the game, they had a 19-point lead. Pass to Johnson. The layup off target. Trailblazers trailed by 14. Murray right side. Here's Williams. And the slam by Williams.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Young outside. Off target from outside. Not a lot of time left for the Trailblazers in this one. Here in the fourth, they've allowed just 4 points. Here's the Hawks with the ball. Pass to Johnson. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
third team foul.
Young with no one around. Sinks the triple.
3 points.
And the Hawks lead by 15.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, just protect the ball, make smart decisions, don't give them a chance to get back in the game. Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness, as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for Atlanta.
A beautiful pass doesn't always get you on the highlight reels, but there were some spectacular dishes in this game.
You know what? It was a team that was in sync and just trusted one another to take the right shots.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Trae Young.
Well, he was the catalyst for them tonight. Played a great all-around game, and you could see his teammates feeding off his energy.
The Trailblazers on offense. They trail by 18. Just 2 seconds between shot clock and game clock. And here is Williams. Shot clock at 6. And so it's the Hawks taking care of business in this one. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team